Understanding the New Oasis Student Travel Request Form. Please note that New Oasis has outlined our travel policy in both the host family contract for the 2016-2017 academic, as well as the natural parent and student contract for this academic year. The student and natural parent contract was both done in English and Chinese. Why does New Oasis have a travel policy? It is always important to understand the why behind a policy when it is given. New Oasis strives for the 3 S's: safety, status, and success. First and foremost, we want to ensure that the students are safe while studying abroad, under the care of the school, host family, and New Oasis. And New Oasis takes that very seriously. Secondly, status. New Oasis wants to educate and communicate the F1 expectations to ensure the travel doesn't hurt the duration of study. It is the student's responsibility to stay in status. For more questions on what it means to be in status, please check studyinthestates.dhs.gov. Third is success. New Oasis wants all students to be successful. If traveling has a student missing school, finals, or exams, or a cultural experience, that may impede their success plan. When do students submit a travel request? A student submits a travel request if they are missing class time, or the student is traveling independently, or the student is traveling with their natural parents, or the student is traveling with any party over the age of 25, or the student is traveling internationally, whether it be a school trip to Europe or returning home for winter break. Before the student is to submit a travel request, the student is to print out the New Oasis travel guide and request that could be found on the New Oasis website. Students need to talk to their host family openly about travel plans. Both student and host family have to have an active and engaged conversation and be prepared to answer or ask these questions. Why are you going? Who are you going with? What is the goal of the trip? Discuss dates openly. Know the school calendar. Know the first and last day of the school break or the last day of school. Ask the school for clarification. Ask host family about their travel and holiday plans. Host families are to be open and honest about their travel plans to ensure that they are available to drop off and pick up the student at the required airport. And it is imperative that host families and students understand that no ticket is to be purchased until a travel is officially approved. Step 1. Going to the New Oasis website and clicking on Students. Step 2. Print out the form. Click on Documents and then click on the New Oasis Travel Policy. And number 3 is to complete the form with the help of your host family and designated school official. It is important to know that the travel request comes in 2 parts. The first part is the student instruction and worksheet. Work through all the questions and have your visa and passport available for expiration dates when completing your travel request. Part 2 is the student travel request form that needs both the host family and the school's DSO's signature, date of approval. Please note that this will be saved and uploaded to your computer for the electronic portion of the application. And step 4 is to logging into your New Oasis student portal and entering your travel request. That was a lot of information to take in. So next, New Oasis wants to walk you through a live feed of where to find this information. Please go to newoasisedu.com, click on Students, scroll down to Documents, and this is where you'll find the 2016 New Oasis Travel Policy and Process. Please also note that New Oasis has listed the required local airports for the school for your convenience right below it. Once you click this, you would print this out and sit down and talk about Step 1 with your host family. Step 2 is what you'll need to complete the first section, ask your host family if they would approve this travel. And also, once your host family approves, then you go and make an appointment with your DSO or designated school official. It is imperative that the school approves this. If the school does not approve, then no longer is a request needed because you are not allowed to travel. Once you complete this step, then you would go and log in to your New Oasis student portal. Each student will be given a username and password, and once you get to your home page, you would go to Travel Request. This is where you could see all your pending travel, whether they've been approved or what stage or status they have been in. But for the sake of the training, let's walk through one so you're better acquainted with the process. Create new travel request. This is when you would type in your name. Always press this button to make sure that it links to your account. Scroll down to the travel destination. I'm going to return home for travel. My departure date and last day of school is on December 16th. So I'm going to fly out on the 17th to ensure that I don't miss school. In regard to my return date, I've already talked openly with my host family, and they prefer that I travel not on a holiday of December 31st or January 1. So I'm going to return on December 30th. My host father has agreed to traveling and driving me to the airport, and I will be staying with my parents at my home address. Purpose of the trip is to return home. Details of the trip is to visit the family and friends over the break. Okay, tentative airport. My required airport is IAD, which is in DC. And again, my departure date. And I'm returning. And because I'm returning on a Friday and my host father has to work, I'm going to fly in and return at 9 o'clock per our agreed upon time. I am not traveling with anyone older than 25 because I'm taking a direct flight to home. If I were to be traveling domestically, which means within the United States, and I was not set a senior or 18, I would have to have someone 25 and older be with me during the entire trip, and I'd have to get a copy of their driver's license. But that does not apply to my travel request. So I'm going to go down here and save. Now, if you have any errors, this is where they will collect. Review all error messages below. So what did I miss? I missed the travel. Okay, so travel request has been saved, but remember you're not done because remember you have to upload and attach the signed signature. If you did not upload your signed documents, it is an incomplete request and it will be denied. So ensure that the attachment went through. Now, if you were an individual that was under 18 and traveling with someone over 25, this is where you would upload the copy of their driver's license. Then you would go back to My Travel Requests and you would see that your travel destination has been submitted. And you would have to wait to see when the student coordinator and the regional manager approves. You and your host family will be able to get an automated email with the decision. Last and final step is to await approval. Please remember to not book the travel tickets until request has been approved. And understand the key factors on whether a request is approved or denied. Remember, each student needs the host family support, the support from the I-20 issuing school, and the natural parent and New Oasis support. All four need to be in line. Some friendly reminders. Traveling takes a level of maturity and mindfulness. Be mindful of deadlines and ensuring that all travel requests are done 5 days prior to travel. No request will be considered without a complete travel request. That means that you have correct student information, the host family approval and signature, and the DSO approval and signature. And remember, your safety, status, and success is the utmost importance with New Oasis, and we are committed to ensuring a successful study abroad experience. Thank you.